What's up, good people? This is T-Rex with House Rules Gaming, and today we're going to try something a little bit different than my usual video format, mostly because I want to do a deep dive and breakdown on some of the leaks that we just had come out about the college football 25 this past Friday. So without further ado, let's get into it. So on Friday, May 10th, someone at the PlayStation store ended up accidentally uploading the images for the deluxe edition cover of the game, as well as a screenshot featuring the players at Notre Dame coming out the tunnel. And contrary to what others may say, I do believe this is a true legitimate leak, as it only appeared on the PlayStation Store and it wasn't even viewable on all versions of the PlayStation Store. It was only viewable within the app, I believe. And EA even posted on X saying that they were shocked that this came out as well, which caused them to end up scrambling to put out a countdown clock to when we can actually expect more information about the game to come out, which would be at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central Time. Now let's get this first thing out of the way. This game is not, I repeat, is not a Madden reskin. If it were just going to be a Madden reskin, we would have had this thing 3 years ago when they announced it in February. It's not. Don't come for me in the comments. Don't come for me in my mentions. Get over it. Now, the first thing that jumps off the screen to me are the player builds. Now, all of these guys here on screen look like they play on the defense. Some of them probably D linemen or linebackers, and even potentially safety out there. But it looks like we get a good variation on the build of these guys. All have like different muscle masses. I can see like guys have different size, like quads and legs and arms as well. But they all have this aspect of they look like college players. They don't look like NFL player models. Another thing is going to be the textures in the jerseys. So you can see the variations in between the stitching in the different sections on the uniform, as well as the stitching around the numbers. All of that looks like it's different texture and different depth on top of the jersey, not all just one layer, which really makes it pop off a screen. And like you see that Notre Dame patch on the side, it looks like it's coming off of the jersey. It's not just ironed on and it's the same level of the standard fabric on that thing. And now I also believe that these are new uniforms for Notre Dame, as it was pointed out in one of the Discord servers I was in for Trasher Football that that Notre Dame hadn't had the ND on the side of their uniforms since what they thought was like 2017, so quite a few years ago. But from all the research I did and the digging that I could find, was that old ND logo on all of those uniforms it was white and gold. These obviously look like it's gold inside with blue stitching and blue accents throughout the middle of it. So I think these are actually new uniforms that got leaked by PlayStation over here for Notre Dame, which I know they probably weren't happy about, but at this point, you know, it does look nice though. I like the fact that you add more gold elements to the jersey itself versus just the stitching around the numbers. Now, I'm no ray tracing expert or lighting expert, but the lighting that we get in this shot here, it seems to show really well off the side of the players, in which the direction in which the sun is coming in, and as well as the fans in the stadium too. You get those nice depth of shadows, you know, in the dark spots that wouldn't necessarily be illuminated if the sun was in the position that it's in the shot. And you get a nice good reflection off of those shiny gold helmets of Notre Dame's. So I think the lighting looks really good in this shot right here, which gives me hope for on field. It should actually look just as good, if not better. Granted, this does look more like a cinematic shot, like the intro of them running out the tunnel before the game, not necessarily active gameplay, but still looks nice nonetheless. Now, I've seen in some other posts people complaining about the grass. Oh, the grass doesn't look the right height. The grass doesn't look real. Look, this is a low resolution JPEG photo that was uploaded, not a very high resolution screenshot that we got here. From what we can tell, the grass looks fine. It looks like there's a lot of variation in the grass. It's not all one level. You can see like some small patches in it, you know, it looks real, it looks textured. So I think we'll be okay once that actually comes out. But chill on the grass. Now these fan models do look different and better from the ones that we did just get in Madden 24, albeit they don't have a lot of variation in clothing. Granted, we can only really get a good look at 2, 4 possibly, but really you can only see what 2 of them are wearing. But the models themselves look better than what we got in Madden, as well as the facial structure, the clothing that they're wearing. It all looks good, even for something that's not going to matter when you're on the field. So it did show that they put some effort into that too. Lastly, I want to talk about the stuff that I think matters the most to me when I'm looking at the game and these kinds of things, and that's the equipment. Yeah, I'm one of those weird equipment guys where if they're wearing it on Saturdays and Sundays and it's not in the game, you're doing something wrong. So let's start out with the helmets. I like that I can really see the flakes of gold pop in the screenshot, but I'm more worried about the helmet models themselves. Now, obviously in Madden, we get the Rydell speed flexes, and we get the shut F7s. And here you can see on the guy wearing 63, he is wearing the speed flex, but I can't quite tell what face mask he's wearing. Obviously it's at a weird angle, so you can't really see the front of it. But obviously we got speed flexes in the game, which they've been in Madden, so I would have expected them here. And the guy directly in front of him, we can't see what number he's wearing, but he has the shut F7 as well as number 45 right here in the front, as you can tell by the little slits in the back of the helmet. And the guy not to his immediate right, but to the right of number 58, but in front of him, he's also wearing that shut F7. So I'm glad to see we got both of those in the game. But I would really like to see them confirm that we got the Rydell Axiom in there. That's one of my favorite helmets. Now obviously we got towels back in the game. Now I hope that they add a level of customization to them like they have in Madden, where they'll allow us to put them on either side, in the front or behind us. I think that would really be cool, because not everybody wears their towel on the side like that. But I would like to see us also be able to change the color of the towel, whether it be a white towel, black, team color, special edition, you name it. And then you got number 45 up there in the front, which, man, he got all the drip. But 45 is rocking the shooter sleeve on the left arm, which is something that we did not get in NCAA 14, but has been in Madden for the last few years. But one difference that I can kind of tell, but I'm not 100% certain, like I said, is really just based on this fairly grainy screenshot. This sleeve looks like it has a level of texture and depth to it versus the one in Madden. The one in Madden kind of looks painted on the player model, but with a lot of the mods, they've cleaned that up to give it some more depth. This one looks like it has that. And like I said, this is only going off of this fairly grainy screenshot, but it's nice to see that if that is the case. As well as we finally get the untucked jersey, or the undersleeve hanging out the back of the undershirt hanging out the back of the jersey, which is something I've been dying for in college football. Now, what I would like to see them do as well is allow us to wear the back plate on the outside of the jersey, but if I'm not mistaken, that is against the rules, so I doubt that they'll let us do that. Would be cool addition though. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Like I mentioned multiple times, this is only the first screenshot we've gotten. It's not the highest quality screenshot in the world, but luckily we will be getting more information soon, hopefully in the way of a video. If not, I want a extremely detailed deep dive and breakdown on this game, but that more information will be coming Thursday, May 16th. So keep your eye out for that. And I will be doing a reaction video to that information release. Hopefully I can get to it soon, but it will most likely end up being later in the day, as I do have to work my regular job on Thursday. And with that reaction, I will be going over my giveaway bingo, so please check back in for that. And for those of you who haven't seen it or heard of it, I'm going to put a brief breakdown on screen right here in front of you, but please go to my short section and click on that short that goes over a little bit more info on that, so you know how to enter in for your chance to win a copy of College Football 25. And with all that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this type of content, go ahead and like the video. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't have to miss a thing. Stay blessed, y'all. I'm out of here.